Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Laura. Happy birthday to you.
Amy looks at the camera and looks at the audience all the way through the film. And what happens is we, the person looking at her, change. We start off as Amy's friends, we become her manager, her first manager, we become her boyfriend, we become the paparazzi eventually, and her relationship with the camera changes during the film. And whereas at the beginning she's so happy and joyful and fun and enjoying it, by the end she hates it and she's running away from the camera.
Amy, just give us a smile and then we can turn the camera off.
Do you promise?
You're becoming an artist in the public eye.
The more people see of me, the more they'll realise that all I'm good for is making music.
Hi, I'm Asif Kapadia. I'm a director. I made the films Senna, about the racing driver Ayrton Senna, and most recently I made the film Amy, about the amazing singer Amy Winehouse. Amy is the highest grossing kind of British documentary ever, and it overtook Senna, which was previously the highest grossing theatrical doc ever, yeah. I don't want people to kind of think about Senna or Amy as documentaries, they're movies. You know, you can go and see that movie, or that movie, and it might happen to be a documentary, but the main thing is it takes you on a journey and emotionally engages you. What's interesting about the making of Amy is the first feature film that I've made where there was never a script or an outline or any kind of document on paper. The whole film, we just started making the movie. I just started interviewing people, talking to them, and there was no agenda. It was literally like, I'm going to make a film out of whatever turns up. And I never had to pitch to anyone saying, this is what the film's going to be. People came to me and said, do you want to do it? I said, give me all the music, give me all the publishing, leave us alone, we'll come back with a movie. So the real thing about using the archive is to create a mood and an atmosphere and make you feel like you're there. You're with that person, you're hanging out with Amy Winehouse. Fiction films, I don't think quite achieve it. When you find the right story and the right character and the right archive, when it works, I just think there's nothing like it. There's a truthfulness and a immediacy and intimacy that comes out of archive, which I don't think anything else ever quite hits the same mark. I felt with Amy, we're making a film about her, but there's a turning point in the movie when it becomes about us. It becomes about the audience. It becomes about the way we treat people who are obviously having some sort of public breakdown or who are mentally unstable, and how easy it is for us to join in the tabloid exploitation of these people and to enjoy someone's downfall because they deserve it. They're rich, they're famous, who cares? You know, that was part of the feeling that I wanted to get across, not only for people to feel sad or to kind of like her, but to also that I wanted there to be a bit of anger in our part in what happened. The main thing about making movies for me is to emotionally engage with an audience. I want people to feel something. I want people to walk out the cinema and to remember they've seen that movie. The worst thing in the world for me is when I go and see a film and it may cost $200 million and the next day I have no idea what I did previous night. And I think the idea of redressing the image, the kind of general perception of someone that we all had, which must have, whether we had read them or not, or admit to reading them or not, somehow or another the tabloid persona of Amy was the one that everyone thought was the reality. I want people who really didn't like Amy to go and see Amy. It's not about just appealing to the hardcore fan, it's about speaking to the people who really think they're not interested and getting them to fall in love with Amy Winehouse. I want to know that they're still thinking about a film a day later, 2 days later, 3 days later, and somehow this is lingering in their mind. That's the kind of ultimate aim with everything that I hope to do, hope to achieve with the films that I make.